Come on, you red piece of shit, you're gonna make me late. Fuck, thank God.
Oh, what are some of the drawbacks of an oil field trucker? Or just in general, oil field, anything related to oil field, whether you haul equipment, you're hauling fluids, or winch work of any types, even crane stuff too. Even the big crane operators that drive the 100 ton, 170 ton, whatever, you name it, it's a crane, you know what I'm talking about. And you're in the oil field, you know what I'm talking about too. It could be different for some other guys that work in, like, say, Fort Mac, where they work in Fort McKay, Firebag, all those places out there where you only work 12-hour shifts and you go to sleep. We're down here in the real field. Everybody's coming home from a hard day's work, working their 9 to 5, and I'm just getting ready to go to work. Which, it's not the end of the world. I'd rather be alone, be solo, be the lone wolf, we like to call it. That's what most of us oil field guys are used to, being lone wolves, because we're out here basically, well, we're not always completely alone, but compared to you guys that would go to an office job and rely on lots of other people to make your day go day to day and make things go smoothly, rely upon other people to do tasks, and then you do a task, and everybody together does the task to form a company. Which I guess in a small part, we're kind of the same way in the oil field. It's just more independent. About to be in North Addison for like 7:30 in the morning. So instead of getting up at like say 3 in the morning and making my way down there in the middle of the night, which is fine too. We also do that as well, but my task in hand is to make 2 trips to Whitecourt from North Addison, which will probably take the full day to do that. So you need to have a full 14 hours available to get to pull that off. So what we're doing, we're gonna go haul. It looks like a camp, but maybe a camp. It might just be shacks on the lease from a drilling rig move. I don't know the full details. It's part to do with Raylan, so we always get dillied out those kind of tasks at Cypress from third-party people that we're just going to concentrate on moving the rig, and then we give everything else that goes outside of that to third-party guys, and then they take care of that stuff, which is great because it gives us work. So we got a slew of 14 wide shacks. I gotta go to Whitecourt, back to Apex's yard. I think there's some other stuff going to some other places as well, but my task is 2 14 wides to Whitecourt. Conditions are a little skiff of snow. Well, it's snowed quite a bit like a week and a half ago out there, and it's still sticking around. We're here. We're about a half hour from Panoka. That's kind of where it changes into a little bit of snowy. Edmonton's already had snow clearing in the streets. We have had just like a skiff here and there. It snowed one day, but it was still early enough in November where it just melted. So anyways, go in, fire up the truck, hook it up. We'll cruise on out to, I don't know where I'm gonna sleep. This is another problem with being an oil field trucker. Where am I gonna sleep tonight that's gonna be decent and close to where I wanna go? Oh well, I'll figure that out when I get closer to there. Anyway, stay tuned. I'll take you on this magical journey of what it's like to be an oil field truck driver and dealing with 14 wide shacks. Stand by. just going this morning. Pretty good so far. See, it snowed maybe half an inch. So in Canada, it's like 12 centimeters. And other than that, everything is pretty good. It's not that cold out. Couldn't tell you how cold, but I've been out there already twice, and it's not that bad. We had a little tiny snowstorm last night, which will make for a little bit of action today. Not much. I'm sure that the secondary, well, it's not even really secondary. It's the Tom Hill Tower Road. Be a little dusty with some snow, I'm sure, this morning. We only got to go down there 20 kilometers and then some on some range roads. So we're probably only 30-40 minutes from location. And we'll, our big bed's going to be there tearing out. And we'll load up. But that's 2 trips to Apex. Stay tuned, we'll get the show going here pretty soon. Got a new addition. Oh, with the DPF fuel gauge. In with the pyrometer. Because you know we'll be doing mad mods here soon. Except for I didn't see it budge. It starts at 300. I was empty, but it's, I don't know, I had the lights dim. We're gonna find out today with the shack on for sure. I was like, man, maybe you only put in the gauge and didn't hook up the probe. But I just went out there and looked. I'm like, yeah, the probe's in there, so. Strange. I know these older Cummins don't really get that hot. I know on my N14 wouldn't really do much until you put a load on it. So I guess I'll find out here shortly. I'll see if this thing's working or not. I was always worried that when I was climbing the big hills it was getting pretty hot. The other mechanic made a comment, he's like, that manifold looks like it's gonna get pretty hot. I'm like, oh, we should put a pyro on it. He's like, nah, it's fine.
I just come out, couple trucks up by the gate, but they're off to the side. No, no one's coming out, but here, Dale, I'll pull ahead of the intersection so you got a little more.
that's her. That's the job is done. A couple of the other guys are going back to Edson to do some more Edson stuff tomorrow. Have at her. Just kidding. I would have went if I needed to go. So we'll just mosey on back home. We got some bad scenes around. Highway 2 had a couple pileups today that looked pretty bad. My wife sent me a photo of something off Instagram. I was like, holy. I'll insert the photo here. So yeah, it's too bad. Got the truck dirty, but job's done. And yeah, everything went pretty good. Of course, we're unloading just now. It's uphill on ice. Pack that snow. It's pretty warm out. It's melting now. And so you roll over it once, you almost make like a sheet of ice, and then you like unload. All the weight's on the tail of the trailer, lifting up on your fifth wheel a little bit. You just kind of spin, and you're like, I can't roll ahead. So I had to keep trying to find new ground there until something finally bit. And yeah, I got it off finally. Slowly but surely. Temple. But anyways, back to town. At the pickup pumps here. Jesus Christ. The pump over there has been out of service for like a month. Like I said, I've said it before, Husky SO, you guys need to get your poop in a group, and I mean clean up your shit. Tired of this. It's a pile up every time I gotta get fuel because everybody's using one pump. I wish the co-op card lock would come and build a card lock in here somewhere. There's not really any room. Somewhere close by. That industrial park that we drive through to come into here, yeah, that'd be a sweet spot. Right there, yeah, co-op card lock, they're popping up more and more frequently every time I kind of look around. I'm like, oh, and look, a new co-op card lock. They're nice and fast, clean, always work, efficient. And sometimes you get lucky. They have the convenience store and they got bacon and eggers and stuff. Coffee. Who doesn't like coffee and bacon and eggers? What's my turn?
Brunch time.
Uma ameaça foi detectada. Uma ameaça foi detectada.